Have you seen this dude? I think he's in Texas. He created a machine that just makes water out of thin air. Have you seen this?
I have seen that guy. I've seen. Didn't he just get somebody fucking sabotage
Yes,
his shit
yes.
somewhere?
They sabotaged one of his units, but they got on top of it. And now Viola Davis had like totally pumped him up on Instagram, so he's getting a lot of like donations and stuff. But I think he's legit. Like everything I've looked at, it's like this guy actually made this thing, which could totally revolutionize the world.
Well, it definitely works. Apparently, it pulls water out of moisture in the air.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's. I think it takes a long time. But he was giving away free water.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that was pissing people off.
Of course.
So the people that were selling water.
Yeah. Because
Sabotage
all
it.
these people own all of our water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be just local people that were selling water from like stores and just decided that their water sales were down. This guy had set up shop in the parking lot.
Possibly. I wonder, putting my tinfoil hat on, I wonder if there's not a bigger play in all of that. I wonder if there's not larger entities at work who want to stifle things that would really revolutionize certain industries. I mean, like, there's been a couple of different people who have come up with, hydrogen engines or, something for a car that would just like run on water. And, and for some reason, somehow all of those people die, like very strangely.
The one who said he got poisoned, his last words were, "They poisoned me." You don't know that story?
No, what happened?
This is the guy who invented a supposed water-powered car. And he goes to meet someone to discuss this water-powered car. And he starts gasping he goes to meet someone to discuss it, like someone from the automobile industry or something like that.
Yeah.
And his last words, he's running out of the place saying, "They poisoned me."
Yeah.
And he dies. Here it is. Did Stanley Meyer die because he knew how to turn water into fuel?
But see, it would not, and I'm not casting any aspersions, but it wouldn't surprise me at all. Because again, like, why stop at sabotage? If you're a massive industry, if you're a massive corporation, and you know that, gas, oil is
up to the top.
Oil is your commodity, and you need people buying this oil. You don't want somebody coming up with a new technology that is going to make oil, or at least gas for cars, obsolete. You don't want that.
Look at this story. The crime scene is in Grove City, Ohio, Franklin County, with all the ingredients of setting in the American province that is dear to crime writers. It's 21st March 1998, the first day of spring, and four men are having a lunch in a restaurant. A waiter serves one of them some cranberry juice, perhaps, but we will never know for sure, chosen for dessert. This man, immediately after his first sip, suddenly gets up as if he's gone crazy. He holds his hand around his neck. He loses his breath and runs out into the parking lot, collapses to the ground, and pronounces his last words, "They poisoned me."
And that's true? Like, that's corroborated?
That's how he died. This is the guy that figured out a way to have a car run on water.
I'll show you the news article that it was on. It was this one.
Yeah, the car that ran on water.
Greed stops at nothing, man. I mean, this is why we have to change that. We have got to help people get off of greed. Because you will do, potentially, again, I don't know what happened there, but I fully believe that corporations at large.
Maybe it was his ex-wife. Maybe she was like, you know what, this dude, I'm tired of his fucking bullshit. I'm just going to poison him. And he thinks that the automobile industry's out to get him. Meanwhile, his engine doesn't even fucking work. Did it work? What?
Yeah, it's outside of Columbus.
Oh, another one outside of Columbus. A bunch of assassins out there taking out inventors.
A lot of stuff going on.
A crime writer's dream.
Yeah, I guess so. It is a kind of a fucked up story if it's true. But if it's true, how come nobody like back engineered his engine and started?
I don't know. I don't know. But I definitely think that it's not beyond many corporations to do nefarious things in the name of
for sure,
progress. In the name of, guys, we have to keep making more money. We can't stop. That can't stop.
100%.
And we rationalize it and we justify it. And it's like, the Vioxx, and it's like, well, we'll make $20 billion. We know we're going to have to pay out $7 billion, but we're still going to net 13 and nobody will go to jail. So we're good. We'll do it.
They don't even lose their jobs.
This is what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
It's insanity. And it's right there, right in front of us. And yet we still just kind of allow these things to go on because we're not collectively enough angry about it. We're all angry at each other, which is the
There's
worst.
Also too much information to really take account of. There's too many stories, too many different things. There's too much stuff going on. Like, to be aware of all of these different scandals, even just with pharmaceutical companies, you'd lose your fucking mind. You don't have the time.
No, exactly. But to have leaders that are on top of that stuff that we can trust, which we don't.
Definitely don't.
Our politicians are all bought and sold. I mean, even the ones that I like or want to like, I don't trust that they have the ability to navigate all of that political scene and not end up fucking contorted by compromise by the time they get to a place of actual leadership where they can do things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, how can we trust this system when the system itself is fucking broken? So it doesn't matter how good or altruistic a soul you throw into that shark's den, they're fending it all. They're doing, and then of course here comes like, hey, we're a lobby and we'd love to support you for your next campaign, and I know you really need the money, and so maybe just don't talk about this, or do talk about this, and it'll be, and the first taste is free, and then there's just slowly integrity just out the fucking window.
So we got to legalize mushrooms. That's how we fix it.
That would help.